Who am I missing? Okay, so what is gonna be the process of a job interview? Job interview. Interview. The process is gonna be the following. You're gonna have a call from the recruiter, and the recruiter is gonna ask you questions like, "Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself." It's gonna ask you questions like, "How do you know? What do you know about us? What do you know about us?" It's gonna ask you questions like, and for
How would
example,
you describe yourself?
it's the same thing. Tell me about yourself. How would you
Yeah.
describe the same? It's pretty much the same thing, right? How do you know about us? He's gonna also ask you why do you want to work for us, or why do you want to work here, right? Why would you like to work here? Another question he's gonna ask you is, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 1 or 2 years? Or another important question he might ask you is, are you planning? Are you planning to travel, for example? Are you
Yeah.
planning? All right, planning to travel, for example, right? Because if you say yes, they're not gonna give you the job. Forget about that, all right? So what you have to say is no, right? No. As simple as that, right? No. No, no, no. Well, yes, 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 but remember, it's not what you say, it's
How you say it.
there you go. It's how you say it. Beautiful. And okay, so this is the first filter. The second filter is gonna be most likely the language specialist. Language specialist. Specialist. And remember, specialist. And remember that the language specialist is gonna be focused on your grammar. All right. And something that I want you to I want you to pay attention to is second conditionals. All right, second conditionals and third conditionals. Third conditionals. And remember, and
What is the third condition?
the third conditional is something that happened in the past, and what would you have done differently? Is the past imagination. All right, let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
You got it? You got it? All right, very good, fantastic. Remember, the second conditional is the present or future imagination. The third conditional is the past imagination. Okay? So you need to be aware of that. So questions they're gonna ask you are like, if you were an animal, what animal would you be? Would you be? What is this? Is this third conditional or second conditional? Come again? If you were second conditional, right? Second condition. If you were an animal, what animal would you be? And a very common exercise of third conditional is gonna be, what is your biggest regret? All right. This is when you use third conditional. For example, my biggest regret is not finishing high school. If I had the time, you see, if when you need to explain, if I had the time to finish my university, I would have done it. I would have done it. All right. Check out the homework, because in homework 6, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we are reviewing second conditionals, and we are reviewing third conditional, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty, you got it, Fernando? Okay, so if you pass that other filter, guess what? You might take the VERSANT test. All right, you might take a grammar test. You might take a listening test. You might take a typing test. All right. So those are pretty much the order, right? That's gonna be number 3, and number 4, most likely, sometimes they're gonna ask you some numerical skills, right? Numerical skills, or reasoning skills as well. Like a thinking. What would you do in this case? But in an exam, right? this a personality test, right? Personality test. You're gonna also have. The fourth step is going to be the OM. It stands for Operation Manager, right? Manager. And what is going to happen over there is that the operation manager is going to ask you questions like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Why should I hire you, right? Why should I hire you? And behavioral questions. Do you remember last Saturday? Behavioral.
How may I help you?
Yeah, I bought a product from you guys and it's broken, but it's still under warranty.
Okay, I'm going to put you on hold for a moment.